Hi friends, in this tutorial I am going to show you how to perform file upload and download functionality using Spring Boot and Thymeleaf. User can upload any type of file. Any type means maybe user upload PDF or image or Excel. And in creation time, end user can upload more than one file. For this demo purpose, I am taking on user form with file uploads. User can upload more than one file and edit time. User can delete any one file or you can upload more images in edit time also. And also in this tutorial I am going to show you how to download file using Spring Boot. If user want to download more than one file, how to download more than one file using Spring Boot? If user want to download more than one file, that purpose I am using all images I convert into zip file and download as a zip file. So in this tutorial I am going to show you all this functionality step by step. First I am going to create Spring Boot application. How to create Spring Boot application? Go to Google, type Spring Initializer. Here I am going to add dependencies. What are the dependencies required to perform this all operations? I am going to add one by one dependency. First dependency I am going to add app dependency. First dependency is the app dependency. Second one is the JPA. Third one is MySQL. MySQL is I am developing database MySQL. Next DevTools. And finally I am going to add Thymeleaf. Thymeleaf I am using for UI purpose. Now I am going to add group name. Group name is nothing but a package name. I am going to add package com.springboot.file. Next I am going to add artifact name. Artifact name is nothing but a project name. I am going to add my project name is Spring Boot file. Finally, I am going to click on generate project. Once you click on generate project, it will create Spring Boot application as a zip file and download. So, file is downloaded. Now I am going to that location. I copy that file, I place into somewhere and extract that file. Now I am going to import this file into my work location. For the demo purpose, I am using STS. So now I am going to import my project into my work location. Right click, choose import, existing Maven project. Click on next, browse, go to your file location. Where you place that zip file and extracting, go to that location, take that file and finally click on finish. Now it will go to import my project into our location. It will take some time. As of now I am going to create my DB name. So go to MySQL. I am going to create DB name. Schema name I am going to create. My schema name is take Spring Boot file. This is my DB name. So Spring Boot file DB is created. My project is still importing. So my project is imported successfully. Now I am going to add database configurations. First, that purpose I am going to open my application.properties. Application.properties. Now here I am going to add my MySQL database configurations, URL, username, password, everything I am going to add here. Go to Google. Just type in Google MySQL connections configuration application.properties. Click on first one. Take these properties, copy and paste into your application.properties. Now I am going to remove all comments here. Now I am going to add my DB name. My DB name is Spring Boot file. This name and database DB name must be same. Spring Boot -file. So if this is the username, my MySQL database username is the root and password is root. If you change username password, you can mention here what are the your MySQL username and password. Now this all are the configuration done. Now I am going to add two more configurations that is related to file. Spring dot servlet dot multipart dot max file size. Spring dot servlet dot multipart dot max file size. I'll give 2000 MB. If you want, you can give how much memory you want. You can place here. This is the maximum file size. How much file size? If you enter more than 2000 MB, it will showing error. Next, I am going to add one more configuration. Spring dot servlet dot multipart max request size. So max request size I am given 250 MB. 250 one time request how much memory? If you enter one time request more than 215 MB, it will showing error. So configuration is done. Now I am going to add my controller. First I am going to create controller. Here I mention dot controller. I give my controller name is Spring File Upload Controller. How system knows this is the controller means I'll mention here at the rate controller. Now I'm going to write one method. Before I'm developing methods, first I'm going to create my model classes. What are the model classes required? Model class is nothing but a POSO class. That POSO class is connected to the database. So what are the POSO classes required to perform these operations? Now I'm going to create my POSO classes. My POSO class package name I'm taking model. Input that model. First I'm taking user. Now I'm going to add at the rate entity. Next I'm going to add at the rate table. Table name I'm taking user. Now I'm going to add fields. What are the fields required? First time take private long id. Next I'm going to take private string first name. Next private string last name. Private string email. Private string phone number. Private date created date. Next private date updated date. These all are the user information. Purpose I am adding these all fields. Now I am going to perform file upload functionality purpose. What are the fields is required to add? So for file purpose I am taking I am upload more than one file. That purpose I am taking list of multi part file. I will take files to file list. What is the list is enter package? Multi part file. Multi part file. I mention here is the transient means it will not store in database. Next I am going to take one more transient field, that is that field I am using in edit time. If user upload in creation time 5 images, in edit time user don't want any image, but suppose in 5 images user can delete 2 images in edit time. That images I can store in transient. After I need to perform backend that logic, I remove the two files I will show you in that one in edit time. So that purpose I am taking one transient variable here. Private list of string. I'll take remove images field name. New array list. I told this is also transient. This is also transient. I'm going to add setters and getters for all this. Here ID the primary key, that part I'm adding at the rate ID. This is auto generated value, that's why I'm taking generated value strategy is equal to generated type dot auto. Next I'm going to column names. This columns names is nothing but a database variable field names. Column name equal to ID. Here transient variables is not stored in database, that's why I'm not adding any column here. Now I'm going to change updated date, created date, phone number, email, last name, first name. So my user project class is ready. Same thing, now I am going to add one more project class, that is the user files. If user entered files, that files I store into the table. For that purpose I am going to add one more. That is the user files. And taking that class name is the user files. Just I mention here implement serializable. Same thing I am also adding here at the rate entity. Next at the rate table. Name equal to user files. Same thing I am going to take private ID. Next private string file name. Next private string modified file name. Private string file extension. Here I am taking three fields. One is the file name, modified file name, and file extension. File name means whatever exactly file you upload, that name I will take. Modified file name means if user enters same file two times, but suppose user create user 1 and user 2. Both users can upload same file. If I store that same name in folder, it will override. That purpose I'm handling that one. I'm taking one modified file name and also I'm taking file extension. Why I'm taking file extension means in UI side, in PDF, if user and upload PDF or Excel, I need to store that icons. That purpose I'm taking file extension. That one I will show you in my programming time. So these all fields I'm taking. Finally field I'm going to take user. It is relation between one to many. One user can upload many files. That purpose I am taking user. Now I am going to add set and getters. How to perform shortcut in SCS for setters and getters. Alt Shift S and enter all. Select all and click on OK. Same thing I am going to add. ID is the primary key. Here and at the rate generated value strategy is equal to generated type dot auto. Next I am going to add at the rate column name equal to ID. Same thing I am going to add at the rate column name equal to file name. Next at the rate column name equal to modified file name. At the rate column name equal to file extension. Now this is the menu to one. Menu to one. At the rate I am writing join column. This join column nothing but is relation between the user to this user files. So I am going to write here join column name equal to user ID. So this is the relation between the user and user file. That's why I mentioned many to one. So one user can upload many files and I mentioned relationship database ID, database column name is user ID. Implements serializable. Now my project class is ready. Now I am going to create service and repository. First I am going to create repository. First one is the user repository. How to system knows is the repository means I mention here at the repository. Extends cut repository. Cut repository. Here I am given my Pojo class name. My Pojo class is the user. Here I mention that primary key. Primary key type is the long. Same thing I am going to create one more repository. That is the user file repository. User file repository. Same thing I mention here at the repository. Here mention extends cut repository. Same thing, I will give my poser class name. Here my poser class is the user files. Here I given primary key type, return type, that is the long. So my repository is ready. Now I am going to create service. Service. I am going to create user service. Next I am going to write implementation class. Here the user service IMPL. Implements user service. Here how to system know this is a service means I mention at the rate service and I mention at the rate transactional. Now I am going to create one more service, that is the upload purpose. Upload purpose I am taking one service. This is the upload path service. Upload path service. Same thing I will take one more is class upload path service IMPL. Implements upload path service. Yes, same thing I will mention at the rate service at the rate transactional. Transactional is a Spring type transactional. Check this one. Now my service is ready and repository ready. Now I am going to write my controller logic. Now in controller I am going to create one method public string. I am taking users I am taking. Just I mention null return type first and taking at the get mapping value equal to slash. Now I am going to take one model here. Model. Here I am going to write at the rate auto private user service. User service. So in loading page only I am taking all users and display as a table format, and also I am designing one form in UI. In UI only above I am designing one form. Downside I am showing all users. What are the users is available in database. I am showing in that page only. That purpose I am take first all users. List of users is equal to user service dot get all users. Now I am going to create this method into service. Next I am going to my implementation class. I will implement this class in my user service IMPL. Here I will mention at the rate auto private user repository. user repository. Here I am going to write user repository dot find all. That is iteratable. That's why I am adding typecasting here. Now that I am fetching all users, again I am going to my controller. Next I am going to add one by one model dot add attribute. Here I will take users model dot add attribute. Next I am going to take user object. In creation time I am taking as a empty user object. That's why I am creating. I mention here new user. Same thing I am take model dot add attribute user files also. Take as empty array. And take array list. Here I mention user files. So I am using same form for edit and create also. That purpose I am creating one more variable here. Model dot add attribute is add. In add time I mention true here. In edit time I mention false. Now finally I am returned to my U page. I am taking U. U is my folder name. User is my HTML page name. So I am going to create this U folder. Inside resources, inside templates, I am going to create one folder. That folder is the U. Next inside U I am going to create one HTML. That is the user.html. User.html. So in front-end purpose, I am going to use Thymeleaf. How HTML knows I am using Thymeleaf tags. So that purpose I am going to one line. Need to add in HTML tag. So now I am going to take that one. For adding that tag, I am going to Google. Type Thymeleaf HTML tag. Go to tutorial using Thymeleaf. Search for that header tag. Here is the HTML tags. This line I am going to add in my HTML page. Next I am going to add bootstrap. In for design purpose I am using bootstrap. So I am going to add that bootstrap min.css and same thing I am going to add bootstrap min.js file. Go to Google. I'm going to add bootstrap min.css. And type maxcdn. I'm using bootstrap 4. I'm going to add the CSS. I'm going to add inside header. This integrated that things is not required. That purpose I remove. I remove that one. Next I am going to add font awesome min.css. Before font awesome I am going to add bootstrap min.js also. This is the JS file bootstrap min.js. And place inside the body. Same thing I will remove that integrity cross origin. So here currently using 4.0.0 but I am using 4.1.3. That's I am changing that version number. Next I am going to add font awesome. Go to again Google. Type here font awesome JS. Here take font awesome CSS. This one go on this one. Place this one. Next file I am going to add jQuery.js. jQuery min.js I am going to add to jQuery. I am using Azure API. jQuery.com. Yeah, this one I am going to add. So I am added all plugins. Now I am going to write my logic. First I am going to perform. First I am going to perform create functionality. Each file upload. In creation time I take one user form and its file uploads. I store that files and user object into database. After I am displaying that into table format, if I click on edit, I can remove whatever upload images previous, I can upload more images also. I will show you that all things. First I am going to create form. First I am going to create one form. Div class is equal to container fluid. Div class is equal to row div class is equal to call md 12. These all are bootstrap tags. Here I take h2. This is the user form. Next I am going to add form here. Action equal to as I place. Action is equal to as. Next I am going to write th action. Th colon action. Here I mention my action name @ bracket. Mention I am taking here. That purpose I am taking is add. If is add true, I mention save or update. I take one object, that is the user. This th object whatever mention I am here, same name need to maintain here also. New user I am taking user object. So that th object I am mention user object here. Next I am going to add method post. Next I am going to add, I am uploading file. That purpose I am taking encrypt type. Encrypt type is equal to multi part by form hyphen data. I need to mention this one, multi part by form hyphen data. Now I am going to create what are the fields required. Div class is equal to form group. Form group. Inside I mention input type is equal to text. Class is equal to form control. ID equal to first name. Placeholder equal to first name and th colon field. This field you need to send back. I mention th colon field equal to star first name. This name and my poso class name field name must be same. Input type is equal to text. Input type is equal to text. Class is equal to form control. ID is equal to first name. Placeholder and th field is equal to first name. Object is the user. User that first name it will come. This is object name. This is the field name. That same thing I am going to create all fields. Next is the last name. Same thing. Next I am going to add one more is email. Placeholder email. Field name also email. Next one, phone number. Here, phone number. Now I am creating that 4 fields. Now I am going to create file. Input type is equal to file. Here ID is equal to files. Placeholder upload files. Here field name, whatever I mention multi-part name, this name I need to place here. So file also done. Now I am going to finally add submit button. Inside form button type equal to submit class equal to button hyphen primary. Next I am going to page colon text equal to same thing whatever I mentioned is add. If it is add, that is the save, otherwise update. So now that method also done. That submit button type is equal submit, class is equal button space button hyphen primary, text colon text. If you add is save, otherwise update. Now I am going to create one table. I am fetching all users here. If you go to this method, I am fetching all users. That users are display purpose. I am creating one table. So I am design one table in my UI. So here I am going to add one table. Before I am given one HR line. Next I am going to take div class is equal to call hyphen md hyphen 12 h2 I take all users. Next time take div style magenta and take 20 pixels. Now I am going to create table. Class is equal to table space tables type stri type table icon bordered bor dr edit bordered style with 100%. Now I am going to create the header. Inside header and mention PR on row. Inside row I mention TH. TH is the first name. Next last name, email, phone number. Email here, phone number. Next I am going to take an action. Next I am going to create T body. Inside T body I take one TR. Here I mention TH colon each user, comma, user enough. Here I mention users. These users and this name must be same. Mention users. Inside I am going to add td th colon text equal to $user dot first name. Same thing I will go to add last name. I'm going to add here email. Next I am going to add phone number. Next one I place empty. After I add this one. Now form is ready and table is ready. Now I am going to run my server. I will check this page is coming or not. After page is coming, I need to perform save functionality. After I am going to add one by one. Server is running. Server is successfully running. Now I am going to type port number is the 8080. Something error. I will check that one. In explain th action. In th action some problem is there. I will check that one. Yeah, here th action. I forget to close the bracket, left bracket. That is the problem. So now I am going to refresh. So now my form is ready. Now I am going, if I click on save method, I need to store the data into database and files I will store into server. I am storing files into server. That file name I am storing to database. Now I am going to write that class save logic first after I am coming to perform this operation. So first I am going to write my controller logic. Now I am going to write file upload control logic. I am creating method public string save. Method is the post method. So post mapping value equal to save. This method name and this name must be same. In update time, it will execute this update. Here I am reading update model attribute. Model attribute user user. Next I am going to write redirect attributes. Redirect attributes. Why I am using redirect attribute means after saving again I am calling to this method. That time I need to display my message in UI side. That purpose I am writing redirect attributes. User db user equal to user service dot save. I am passing user object. Now I am going to create this method into service. Create method. I am going to implement this method into service IMPA. Here I will perform my business logic also. Here I am going to perform business logic also. Business logic nothing but that file I need to store in server and that file name I am storing to database in user files. So first I am going to store user object into database after I am storing user files. User dot and set created date. Created date is equal to new date. That is the util package. User db user is equal to user repository. User repository dot save. I am passing user object. So user will be saved in database. Is written user object with id. If user db user not equal to null and user dot get files not equal to null and user dot get files dot size greater than 0, it will come inside. Next I am going to take for loop, that is a multi-part. That image is the type is the multi-part file user dot get files. User dot get files. Now I am going to take file name. I am taking file name how to read file name in from multi-part file. File dot get original file name. Now I am going to take modified file name. If I perform before modified file name, I need to add one dependency in my form.xml. Now I am going to add that dependency in my form.xml, that is Apache Commons IO. Commons IO dependency I am going to add. How you type in Google means file name utils Maven dependency you type Maven, it will become check org.apache.commons This one just you type in Google file name utils Maven. It will click on first one. Take this one and add this one into form.xml. Then I'm going to add org.apache.common.info is required to that file I need to store into server. That purpose this file is org.apache commons I am using. That jar file is downloaded. Jar file is downloaded. Now I am going to add string modified file name. Why I am taking modified file name means if I created two users, user 1 and user 2, user 1 upload same file name with different image. User 2 also same file name but different image. User 1 has the same file name but different image. User 2 has the same file name but different image. If user 1 upload first and users 2 upload next, it first file is overriding to second file. I need to avoid that confusion. That purpose I am changing my file name into modified file name. So how I change that one? In file name utils, that Apache Commons IO package, I can take my base name and extension name. So now I am going to file name utils dot get base name. Base name is nothing but before whatever extension. For suppose image.png, image is the base name dot after png is the extension name. So base name is image, it will become. So I am going to pass my file name. File name is I am taking the original file name. For suppose I am upload image.png, that is my original file name is image.png. So that is coming here. Base name is image, it will come. After I am adding underscore plus I am taking system current milliseconds. System dot current time millis. Finally I am going to add my extension plus same thing file name utils dot get extension. I am passing my file name. So now what happening? Image. My base name is the image hyphen it adding system current milliseconds dot my extension png. Next I am going to take file. So now I am going to, before I am writing this line, I am going to implement my upload method service. So that purpose I will explain store file I am writing here equal to, here I am writing one more auto while @auto while private file upload upload path service, upload path service, upload path service. Now I am going to write that method upload get file path. Here I am passing two parameters. One is the modified file name and where I need to store that file images. Image is nothing but a folder name. Now I am going to create this method. Here I am writing path. I am going to implement my upload path service IMPA. Here I am going to check that folder is available or not. If folder is not available, I need to create that folder. If it is available, I will not create that folder. If exists or not, I am checking that folders exist or not. That purpose I am taking here @auto servlet context. That is the servlet package context. Now I am going to check context.get real path. Get real path. I am placing my path here plus path slash here I am taking new file dot context path and close that file. Context dot get real path dot exist. Continue the HTML path. I am passing my path dot exist. So now I am going to create my folder. My folder name is the images. No need to create images, but inside main I am going to create one folder. That folder is the ABAP. In Spring Boot is not created. That's I am creating manually. Inside main I am going to create one ABAP. So it will check inside ABAP that folder is there or not. So if not exist, I am going to create that folder new file context dot get real path. Same thing I replace slash dot path slash dot make directory. So if file not exist, it will create. That path is not exist, it will create new path. If already exist, it will not create. Next I am going to take string modified file path. So modified file path context dot get real path slash plus path. Now I am going to in that path I am going to create my file File only I will create, data is not available. After I install the data, file dot separator. File dot separator means it will create folder inside, create that file. Just modify file name. Next I am going to file equal to new file. I am passing that modified file path. Finally I am going to return that file. I am going to return that file. Now that path is created. Inside that path one image is created, but inside image there is no data. So now I am going to insert the data into that image. How to insert the data into image? So now I am going to my service IMPL, user service IMPL. Here, if checking that file is available or not. If file is there, stored file not equal to null. Now I am going to store that data into that file. So I am taking try catch. Here I am going to write FileUtils. FileUtils. Not file name utils, FileUtils, that is Apache org.apache.common.io package dot write byte array to file. Here I am passing my file, that is the storage file. Here I am passing my data. Data is a byte array data. How to read that byte array data from multipart file? So I am going to take this file dot get bytes. E dot stack print stack test. I am placing. So file is storing into server. So file is stored in server. Now I am going to this names, file name, modified file name and extension name I will store into database. So that purpose I am taking user files. I am taking user files. User files. Files is equal to new user files. Files dot set file extension. So file extension means I will take this line file name I am taking that extension and place here extension. So the extension it will be stored. Next files dot set file name. File name I am passing here. I take file name. That file name I am passing here. Next I am taking files dot set modified file name. Modified file name I place. Next files dot set user. User I am passing db user. Finally I store this one into database. So now I am going to create one more auto while at the rate auto while private user file repository. User file repository. I am going to create a user file repository dot save. I am passing files. So it will store, it is the inside for loop. Check, this is the inside for loop. If one file is stored in server and the data is stored into database. So finally I am written db user. If is inside the for loop, don't forget this line is need to write inside the for loop. These lines. Check inside the for loop I am writing. So one file is coming, one file stored in server and their details is stored into database. So now I find I am going to controller. Now I am going to write db user not equal to null. db user not equal to null. I am taking redirect attribute dot add class attribute. I am writing here success message. User is saved successfully. User is saved successfully. Return redirect / So it will redirect to again this method will call if else and showing error message and data need to display like that only. So that purpose I am taking model here I will take same thing. Here I will take same thing. Here I mention if I enter wrong password, user data will not be erased. I need to display error message. So, okay. That purpose I will take model here. So add model dot add attribute. I mention here error message. User is not saved. Please try again. Next I am going to set that same object user. Whatever object is coming from front end, again I am sending to front. Finally I am written u class user. So done. Now I am going to add these messages into my UI side. I am using Bootstrap notifications. So go to Google. Just here mention Bootstrap for notifications. Go to Bootstrap for alerts. Just you type Bootstrap notifications, click on www.school.com. Take this one. One is for success, one is for close. This one I am going to add in my page. In HTML page I am going to add. Here I am going to add. Just here I mention th:if. That is success message only need to display. Here I mention th:text equal to success message. This message and this message must be same. I am going to remove this success. I am going to remove these things. Same thing I am going to write error message also. Here just I mention success to danger. Here I will write error. Here I will mention error. So messages also done. Now I am going to run. I am going to run and restore record into database. Record into database. My server is done. My server is running successfully. Now I am going to refresh. So now I am going to add one record. That record I will store into database. That record I will display here. I am adding lowercase image, lowercase gmail.com. I am going to add files. I am going to add files. I am adding this file and this file and this file. 3 files I am going to. Only one file is selecting. Maybe I am not mentioned. Multiply. So now I am going to add here multiply. If you add multiply, you can upload more than one file. That's why I am adding multiply is equal to multiply. I am going to refresh. Again I am going to add lowercase image. Let me 7. Now I am going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 files I am going to add. Click on OK, 4 files I am adding. If I click on save, it will be stored into data is stored into database, files is stored into server. So user is saved successfully. Now I am going to check files are stored or not. I am refresh. Images, just check files is stored into server. That record is stored into database. So one record is stored into database, and files I am uploading 4 files. That 4 files is stored in database, that user ID and the extension file name and modified file name. Check that file name and modified file name is adding the current time list. So now I am going to perform edit operation. If I click on edit icon, the data need to auto populate in same page. So now I am going to perform that operation. So now I am going to add here action, and just I am mention here TD. Now I am going to add that functionality. If user I mention here a th:/ref equal to I mention here edit user. Here I am passing user ID $user.id. I am passing user ID. Check edit user ID I am passing. Now I am going to add font awesome class fa-edit. I am going to add style for font size. Font size I am taking 21 pixels. Now I am going to UI. I will refresh. That icon is coming. If I click that icon, data will be populate here. Data will be populate here. That purpose I am going to create this method in controller. Edit user I am going to create. So edit user I am going to create. Just I am taking this method. Just I am placing here edit user slash I am passing user ID. User ID. Now I am going to read that user ID here. Here I am passing edit user. How to read that? Unit added path variable. Path variable long user ID. Now this list of all users same. So the list of all users same. Before I am going to take user is same. Here I am going to read that user object based on ID. User is equal to user service. User service that find by ID. Here I am passing user ID and create. will implement here. I am writing here optional and passing user here. User is equal to user repository dot find by id. I am passing user id here. Here I am passing user dot find by id. Now if user dot is present, if user dot is present, I am written user dot get. User dot get. Otherwise I am written null. I am fetching that user object also. Next I am going to fetch user files. List of user files. User files is equal to user service dot find files by user id. I am passing user id. I am going to service class. I will implement that method. That is the user file repository dot find file by user id. I'm going to create this one. Now I'm going to write the query. Here I will mention @query, not qualifier, query. I'm writing select f from user files. From user files here f, where f dot user dot id equal to question 1. Question 1 is take first parameter. If you have more parameters, question 2 like it, or query enable parameter you can pass. So that user files also done. Next I am going to set here all these three user done. Here new user I change to user. Here user files I am going to set here. Here ESAD I am changed to false. Because of this edit time I am changed to false. Now I am going to run the server. Here my server is started. Now I am going to refresh. If I click edit, data is populated. Now I am going to whatever images I upload previous, I am going to display here. So I am going to display here that purpose I am going to write some logic in my UI side. So I am going to stop my server again. Go to user.html. Now I am going to write beside file. I am going to add some logic for displaying images. If user want, delete that images also. So that purpose I am going to add. I take one div class equal to form group. I am going to write one span here. Inside span I am going to write for loop th:/each. I take file comma itl stat colon. I mention user files. I am taking user files. This name, that name must be same. I take user files. I take one class for CSS I need to apply and take image container. Image container. After I am taking th:/id. Here I will take image index. And take this one to single quotation. Image index plus dollar ats dot index. Index. Inside spam I am going to add that images. I am checking here conditions. If PDF means I will place the PDF icon. If I Excel I place a Excel icon. If image means I directly display image. That purpose I am taking PDF icon and Excel icon. So I already downloaded. If you want to go on Google and Google Images, you go and download that PDF icon and Excel icon. I have already images. That purpose I am using that images only. So now I am going to create one folder. Inside static I am going to create one folder. That folder name I will give img. Inside img I place the two icons. So now I am going to write image logic. Image src is equal to single quotation slash images slash, here I mention file dot modified file name. Modified file name. The text style equal to I'll design something width. I take 80 pixels. Height I take 80 pixels. border radius. Border radius I'll take 50%. Margin left I'll take 10 pixels. Next I'm going to take class image. Now I am going to write one more condition here. Equal if that image only display, that is not PDF, that is not Excel, that time only need to display. So that's condition I am going to check here. Dollar file dot file extension, file dot file extension. I am going to user files, new file extension, not equal to PDF and file extension not equal to XLS and file extension not equal to XLSX. Same thing, I'll copy paste this one. Next one I'm going to write PDF. Here I mention IMG and remove these things because of I'm placing icon directly. Image slash PDF dot png. Image slash PDF dot png, correct. Next Excel.png. These all things same. Here if condition, I am going to remove these all things, XLS and everything. Just if equal to PDF only, I'll mention this one. Next I am going to take Excel.png. Here XLS or XLSX. Check here also I forget to close the bracket. Please close, otherwise it will show error. Here I am opening, there I am closing, here I am opening, closing. Okay. Now I am going all over. I need to display one delete icon. If I click the delete icon, that file will be deleted. If I click on update database also, it will be deleted, and server also it will be deleted. So that purpose I am going to design small design I will do on our purpose, and take one more span class and take here a class name I mentioned overlay. Here I take href equal to hash class I mentioned icon image confirm delete title take image delete th colon attribute th colon attr data hyphen id equal to I'm passing here it or stat stat dot index id I'm passing index comma I'm passing file name data hyphen name equal to I'm passing that modified file name file dot modified file name. This file name, this name must be same. For purpose I will copy paste here also. I am closing this one. Here I am passing icon I class equal to fa hyphen press as text style color data I am taking. So if I click that button, I need to delete that image. So I am going to write some script logic. Image delete purpose I am going to write some script. Here I am going to write script dollar function. So here I am taking one variable images equal to array. If whatever I am click on delete, that image I push here. When I click on update, that time backend I am writing on operation. I remove element from database and as well as server also. So now I am going to dollar. Here I mention class. I mention. Here my class name is image confirm delete. If I click here, based on this class name, I can perform the operation dot on. I'm writing click here, comma function e dot prevent default. I'm taking that variable. I'm taking id equal to dollar dish dot data of id. Dollar dot data. This dollar dot data of id means it will come data dot id. This index it will become. Same thing data dot name means this modified file name it will become id Next I am going to take name. Variable name equal to same thing dollar this dot date of name. Now I am going to play images that push images mean this images that push that name I am passing here. Next I am taking one hidden field here. So I am going to add one hidden field here. I add that images to that hidden field. Whatever images I enter, that hidden fields I am placing. Input type equal to hidden class equal to formal control ph colon field equal to star. I mentioned that field name in user removed images. This one I place here. Next ID I am taking. One ID I will take here. Same thing I will place removed images. Yes, same thing I will take ID also I require user ID. Now only add hidden class form icon control ph colon field equal to star ID. Now this removed images I am going to add that one dollar dot ID. That is the ID. That purpose I am placing has dot val images. Finally, whatever I am clicking, that one I need to hide. That purpose dollar same thing as I am going to check here. I am passing one ID image index plus index. I am adding image index plus ID dot ID I am placing. So that functionality done. Now I am going to add some CSS. Now I am going to add some CSS on mouse over. It will be display and delete icon. That purpose I am going to add on some style. Here I am going to add some CSS. First one dot image container. I am taking here image container, that is the class image container position relative position. It I am taking 100%. Max width I am taking 400 pixels. Next I am going to take overlay. Next I am going to take, this is the overlay. Here I am going to write position. I will take absolute here. Top 0 bottom 0 left 0 right 0 height 100% width 100% no capacity 0 transition transition is border radius 50%. Next I'm going to take image container h over space dot overlay. Here I'll write opacity 1. Next I'm going to icon design. Here I'm taking class icon dot icon. I'm placing color. I'm taking white. Font size I'm taking 40 pixels. Position absolute top 50%, left 50%, transform translate minus 50%, minus 50%, minus ms minus transform same thing, translate finally text around center. Next final FAS colon h over color already red. So now design done. Now I'm going to check UI. Again I'm going to run my server. My server is started. Now I am going to refresh here. So images is coming. I will check server image maybe gone or is there. So images is there. Image is not coming. I will check. Name modified file name is something is missing. Oh, sorry, here th missing. Th colon src. Th colon src. Th colon src and border radius 50%. That's spelling mistake. I will take this one. Border radius. Border radius. Border radius. Check image is coming. So now image is coming. If I click here, it will go. 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 If I click on update, it will be update. Otherwise, again, image to be front and purpose only remove. If update in database and server also, it will be removed. Now I am going to perform update operation. If user click on update, how to store? If I upload more images, I can store that image into database. If I remove any image, I can remove in database as well as my server also. Now I am going to write backend logic for update. Now I am going to write my update logic. Before I am going to stop server. So I am taking this save method only and change the things. Here I place update. Here I am changing update. The user updated successfully. These all are same. Not update. Now here I am changing to update. So now I am going to create that method. Now I am going to service IMPL. I am going to implement that method. Here also I am take same this save method only. I am take save only, but I need to change some modifications. Up to here there is no change. This one, if user can upload more images, the same functionality will work out. If user remove, here created date I am changing to updated date. This is written, that's why I am changing updated date. Now remind, if user upload any more images, this functionality will work as same as. Now I am going to write, if user delete any image, that image I need to delete in database as well as server. Remaining everything is same for same like as a save method. Just only user delete any image. That image I need to delete in database and as well as server also. That logic I am going to write here. Remaining everything same. That's why I am copy paste that same save method only. I am going to write logic here. If user not equal to null and user dot get removed images not equal to null and user dot get removed images dot size greater than 0 means some images is to need to delete. So first I am going to delete that images into database. So I am going to user file repository dot delete files by user ID and image names. Here I am passing user dot get user get ID comma user dot get removed images. That purpose I am placed the transient table removed images. Now I am going to create this method. I will take this one only. I will mention here. For delete purpose I need to write one modifying. Modifying is required. Here I mention delete from user files as f where user id equal to :1 and this is the list of images. So that purpose f dot user file, that is the modified file name. Here I mention modified file name in. I am passing more than one image. That's why I am taking him in (2). That's all. If I am passing list of file at a time, I am removed. Now database that images is deleted. Whatever images I click on remove from front end, that image the database is removed. But I am going to remove in server also. So that purpose I am going to write some logic in my service. So now that images is deleted in database. Now I am going to write for remove that image from server. String and take file user dot get removed images. Now I am going to place one more auto while here. Auto while create servlet context. Now I am going to check that file is available or not in server. File db file new file context dot get real path. My path is the images slash plus file dot separated. file.submitter plus file. If db file dot exist is already exist, I am going to db file dot delete. So now it will delete in server also. So now remaining everything same. Remaining everything only change is user deleted, that images need to delete in server also as well as database also. And now done. Now for demoing purpose I am checking any PDF is available in my server in my local system. If I upload PDF and Excel, you need to display here. Yeah, PDF is there, Excel also there. So I will use this too. So now I am going to run the server again. My server is started. Now I am going to delete one file. I am deleting one file as well as I am uploading one PDF, one Excel. So it is updated successfully. Now I am going to check here that files actually. Here 4 files is there. One file I deleted, 2 files I uploaded. But now you need to come 5 files here. Check 5 files is coming. Whatever I remove, that is removed. Now I am going to view again. Check that PDF icon and Excel icon is coming. So update also working. Now I am going to delete function and I am going to write delete functionality. If user delete, you need to delete in database and images also and server also. I need to delete images in server and database and user record also need to delete. Before deleting, I need to place one confirmation message, that is the bootstrap alert, bootstrap pop-up. I am placing that one. So I am going to add one delete icon here. So I am going to add one delete icon. Now start the server again. I am going to again user. Now I am going to place one delete icon. If I click that one, I need to show one confirmation message. Here I am going to write a href is equal to has class I am writing confirm icon delete page add this same thing and data icon id. Here I am passing user id user.id comma next I am passing data icon name equal to user dot first name, user dot last name. Next, I am going to place icon here, delete icon. I class is equal to fa hyphen class, and go to add style. Here I am same thing 21 and take font size. Just I am adding color red. Now icon will come staff server. Okay, icon it will become. Now I am going to write functionality, skip functionality I am going to write. So before I am going to skip functionality, I need to design one model. So I am going to design model first. So here I am writing model. I am taking model where ideal my model tab index equal to -1 area hyphen labeled by my model label. Next area hyphen hidden equal to true. Next time take div class is equal to model data. Next I am going to take div class is equal to model hyphen content. Next I am take div class is equal to model body id equal to my model body. Here I'll take one p. Here I mention, do you want to delete this? I'll take on span here and display that name model hyphen name. I will take I mention record L plus p. Next I am going to take div. This is the class model footer. I take a id equal to id model link, id model link href is equal to hash class equal to button button primary. Here yes. Next I am going to take button type equal to button class btn hyphen default data hyphen dismiss hyphen dismiss model. You know, so my model is created. If you want, you can copy paste from Google also model, the bootstrap model. Now I am going to write my script logic. Same thing. I'll take this one. I will change some of the things. Here method name is confirm delete, class name is confirm delete. If I click class name confirm delete, if I click class name confirm delete, this is correct. ID I am taking, name I am taking, up to here correct. Now I will remove these things. Now I am going to write logic. I am going to write as I need to display name, that is the model name. Here I will place model name dot html. I place name here. Next I am going to create dynamic link here. That purpose dollar as I place this model link dot attribute. Here I am placing href comma. Here I mention delete user as plus I am passing that ID, user ID. So finally I am showing that model. My model ID is my model dot model. Now I am going to, if I click delete, if I click on delete, pop-up need to come. If I click on yes, that record need to be delete. If I click on no, model need to be closed. So now I am going to run again server. If model everything working, I need to write the delete functionality backend. So first I am checking model is coming or not. Server is started. Now delete icon is coming. If I click, model is coming. If I click on yes, it will be delete the user record and as well as that images in server and database also. Let's come. Here, null point exception is coming without uploading any image in update time. That purpose I am going to stop the server. After for loop, I am going to check here one more condition. If file not equal to null and utils dot as text, I am passing file dot get original file name. This for loop is all things I place inside the same thing. I am going to add this line into save time also. Inside for loop, I am going to write and copy paste this all code inside the if condition. Now again I am going to run my server. Server is started. Is updated. It's updated. Now I am going to write delete functionality. I am going to controller. Now I am going to write here delete functionality. I will take this one. Edit user. Here I will remove this all things. Here I am writing delete user. Delete user. Now I am going to write here delete functionality. First I am going to delete files. Files I am going to delete. User service dot delete file by user ID. Here I am passing user ID. I am going to create one method. I am going to implement that method in service user service IMPL. Here first I am going to delete that files into server as well as database. First I am going to take all files. What are the files is there? Based on that user list of user files. User files is equal to user file repository dot find files by user ID. Now I am going to check condition. First I am going to remove files in server. User files not equal to null and use and user files dot size greater than 0. I'm going to write for loop for user files db file equal to user files file db store file new file context dot get real path slash images slash plus file dot separator plus db file dot get modified file name. If db storage file dot exist, I'm going to db storage file dot delete. So now the image is deleting server. Now I'm going to delete it database. User file repository dot delete files by user ID. I'm passing user ID here. Create one method. Just I'm copy this one. I paste here. I remove and condition. I remove and condition. So now that files is deleted. Now again I'm coming to server. Now I'm going to delete user file. User record also I'm going to delete. User service dot delete user delete user and passing here user ID. Create and implemented. Here I'm going to write user repository delete by ID and passing user ID. So now I'm going to take these two lines. I place here user is deleted successfully. One attribute redirect attributes. So now user delete functionality also done. Again I'm going to run my server. Server is started. Now demo purpose and take one more account, that is the test at the rate gmail.com. choose one PDF, two PDFs, Excels. So one more record is coming. Here files is stored or not, I'm checking. Files also storing. So now I'm going to click that image is coming. If I delete, next I'm going to choose two images. I click is save. Again I'm going to refresh. Now again I'm going to edit. That image is also coming. Now I'm going to delete that record. If I click, check that record is deleted. And if I go and refresh here, check all images, whatever related to that person, that deleted in server also. Now final step, I am going to download individual file and all files as a zip file. So now I am going to place one more icon here, that is the U icon. Just I am taking this one only, edit them. Just I am placing here. Here I will change user. Here I am placing I. Just here I am changing to and change that icon is coming very small. That purpose I change to that size. I'll take that size is to 24. Now I'm going to create this user. Here user I'm taking. For user purpose I'm taking one more HTML. Same thing get to edit user I will take. Same functionality, but it just is redirecting to everything same. Here user remaining everything is same. This is not required here. I am going to write user in HTML class. Now I am going to create one more HTML. I am going to create one more HTML. That is the user HTML. Same thing in user and copy paste. Copy from user. I paste in user. Everything is common. Only some changes I need to do. This not required. Here I think I replace user. This full form is not required. For full form I will here some more things is required. I am going to create one table here. User information. Okay. Here I am going to create one table. The table purpose I'll take this same one. Here I am going to take here. Inside here I will take ph. Here is the first name. Next I am going to take td. td I will take this one. Same thing I will take last name, email. This is the last name. Last name is the email. Here email is the phone number. Phone number. So that is done. Now next I am going to take. I need this functionality only. I cut this one. Remain full form and remove that image displaying that functionality only I want. The same thing I am placing here. Here only one thing I change. Here as I remove to download. Same functionality I am using that image displaying purpose. The delete icon I am displaying. Here I am changed to download icon. That's all, remaining everything change. Here I am changed to red to white. Now I am going to write download file. I am going to write download file functionality. Here I need to change the image delete. This is not required. Here also image delete functionality is not required. This functionality is not required. That purpose I remove. Here delete image is not required. This attribute also not required. Before I am going to write here, I will write here. After I will remove that one. Before delete I am going to write, because of I need to that modified file name slash. I am writing here. This is the individual file. Download file slash. I am passing here two parameters. One is the file name, file dot file name, and one more slash. One is the modified file name. And I remove this attribute not required. Now, if I click this method, individual file need to download. So I am going to write this method. That purpose I am going to create one more controller. I am going to create one more controller, that is a Spring file download controller. Here I will mention controller. Now I am going to write that method, download file method. download file method I am going to write here public void download file. Here I am going to write get mapping value is equal to download file. Here I am passing two parameters. One is the file name, next one is the modified file name. Here I am going to read @path variable string file name comma @path variable string modified file name comma http servlet request and take request. Here I am going to write download logic. I'm going to write that file download logic. Just I'm taking one auto while auto while private servlet context and take here full path equal to same thing context dot get real path images slash plus file dot plus file dot separated plus modified file name. Next time take file equal to new file dot full path. Next time take final int buffer size equal to 4096. I'll take. Next, if I'm checking file exist, I'm going to write logic. I'll take catch. Inside try I'm going to write file input stream. File input stream is equal to new file input stream. I'm passing file. Next time take string main type is equal to context dot get main type. I'm passing full path. Next response here request no servlet response dot set content type is the main type. Next response dot set header I mention here content disposition, value attachment the file name equal to replace file name. Next, output stream. Output stream is equal to response.get output stream. Next, byte array buffer equal to new byte buffer size. Next time take int bytes read equal to -1. Next I am going to write while condition, while byte read equal to input stream dot read buffer not equal to -1. Not equal to -1. That's now I'm going to write this line output stream dot write output stream dot write buffer comma 0 comma bytes read. Here input stream dot close. Next output stream dot close. So this functionality done. Now I am going to click on file. It will be download individual file. I am going to run server. Server is started. Now I am going to refresh. Check U icon is coming. If I click, that U form is coming. If I click XLS, it will be need to download. Check Excel is downloaded. If I click image will download. If I click PDF it will be download. Now I am going to do final step, that is the if I click all images, you need to download as a zip file. Now that one is a pending. Now I am going to do that one. So now I am going to add one icon here. After if I click that one, these all files need to download as a zip file. Stop my server. Now I am going to add that icon. users. I am going to add an icon here, th colon href equal to slash download files as zip. Download files as zip. Just time passing user.id. User.id. I have style float right side. I'm adding. So I'm going to add I class font awesome fa hyphen file hyphen archi achieve hyphen o. Again hidden to style I'm placing font hyphen size equal to colon 32 pixels. I take. Now I'm going to write this logic. This is the final logic. I'm going to write here. Here I'm going to write method. Same thing I will take. Download as a zip file. Here I am placing only user ID. Remove this one, not required. Here modified is not required. Here I am passing user ID. This is the long type. Here I am placing download file as a zip. Here based on user ID I need to fetch all images. That purpose I am writing user service. Now I am going to write that logic. Here I will take first all user files list of user files. I will take user files user service dot find files by user ID. If user files not equal to null and user file dot size greater than 0, I'm going to write one method saying download zip files. I'm passing here user files comma my zip file name and place file.zip. Next I'm passing response. So now I'm going to create this method. Here I am going to write logic. Inside I am going to write logic. I'll take try catch. Inside try I am going to call byte array input stream. Array input stream new is new byte array input stream. What's up? Not input stream, that is output stream. Byte array output stream, not input stream. New byte array output stream. Next zip code output stream. Zip out stream device is equal to zip code output stream device is equal to new zip code output stream. I am going to pass BIOS. Next I am going to take byte. Bytes equal to, I'll take new byte. I am passing here 1, 2, 2, 0, 4, 8. I am passing the size of that. And take for loop here. User files file user files. Here I am going to check file not equal to null and string utils dot as text file dot get modified file name. Here I am going to write file input stream FIS equal to new file input stream context dot get real path slash images slash file dot separator slash file dot get modified name. Buffered input stream buffered input stream BIS equal to BIS is equal to new buffer input stream FIS I am passing. Next ZOS dot put next entry new zip entry file dot get file name. Next int bytes read. Same thing while I will take here byte read equal to BIS dot read bytes not equal to -1 equal to -1 FOS dot write bytes 0 bytes 0 byte read. Now coming on logic, here JPS dot close and BAS dot close FIS dot close. Now here close. Yes dot plus BOS dot plus is not plus BOS dot close PAOS dot close. Now I am going to perform the zip file. I need to go to perform zip file logic and take one byte array that call as a zip BAOS dot 2 byte array. 2 byte array. Next servlet output stream SOS is equal to respond dot get output stream. Next respond dot set content type. Here I am passing application by zip. I want to zip type, that's why content type I am passing. Next respond dot set header. If you want, you can copy paste up this one same both. I'll place here. Here I am placing. Here I am placing file name. Otherwise zip name I will place here. Zip name. Same I am placing zip name here. File name is equal to zip name. SOS dot write zip. Finally SOS dot plus finally SOS dot close. e dot print backspace. So that zip file coding also done. Here also I place e dot print backslash. So that zip code logic also done. Now I am going to run final one. So now I am going to run my server. The zip icon is coming. If I click here, it will download that files as a zip file. Check that zip file is downloaded. Go to that folder, extract here, extract all. Check that 5 files is coming. Employees PDF, employee Excel, this one. So zip files also working, everything is working. So I think this tutorial is helpful for you. In this tutorial I covered upload file and creation time. User can upload files, and edit time user can delete uploaded files, and user can upload new files also. And finally I am going to show you individual file download and all files download as a zip file. So it is helpful for you, I guess. If you like my video, please like my video. Please subscribe for my channel for more updates. Activate bell icon for more notifications. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.